Hey there everyone, this is Shaggo. Welcome back to more Pokémon X. Probably going to be the last 2 or 3 videos for this project as far as the main story is concerned. I'm still umming and ahhing about doing post-game stuff. There's one major little storyline to do with and a couple of legendary Pokémon, as well as the battle mason, I think it is. I think that's what it's called now. And just that to show off, but other than that, there's not really much for the post game, and that's why I'm kind of umming about doing it. If I'm going to do it, it's probably going to be like sometime in the future because I want to move on from Pokémon X. I don't really want to be burned out by it because I think that's one of the things that happened with my Heart Gold playthrough. I'll be honest. There was a lot of content in that after the main game ended, and I ended up doing all the post game stuff as well, and I just got really burned out in the end and. Eventually I just was like really bored right at the end doing this, and I kind of don't really want to do this for Pokemon X. So if I'm going to do post game content, it is going to be in the future, but it's not going to be straight after the main game. But anyway, we're going to challenge the Elite Four, and I'm going to show you the team of 6 that I'm going to be taking with me. They're all more or less at level 70 apart from Kunoichi, who I overused in Victory Road. And I'm probably going to overuse slightly in this play, in the Elite Four as well. But there are a couple of changes with all my Pokemon here. Specifically, I did decide to transfer Kunoichi over to my Alpha Sapphire game and toss her Ice Punch from there. All other moves haven't changed, and I've kept the Expert Belt on her. She's going to be doing a lot of super effective stuff and having more power to when it's super effective. That's fine by me. That's okay. Sparkle hasn't changed at all. It is going to Mega Evolve. It's going to do things. It's going to raise Howl. Overall, it's going to be pretty great. Hitomi also hasn't changed. The Flame Plate's there to boost Flamethrower power. I think that's probably the weakest move she has. Gibbon also, well I was going to say also hasn't changed, but I can see I've taught Shadow Claw over Shadow Sneak because I kind of want the power more than the priority. Gibbon's speed's alright at the moment, but we'll have to see how well it does in Elite Four battles. I mean, priority is nice because it's not really the fastest one. I don't think it's actually the fastest one on my team apart from Ampharos. Actually, no, Ampharos is slightly slower, not by much. But yeah, well, priority is nice and all. I kind of want power, and it also has high chance of crit, so that's staying well. Kane hasn't. I was going to say also hasn't changed. But I got rid of Nasty Plot, and I also transferred this over to my Alpha Sapphire cat, and I gave it Hyper Voice. And finally, Asuka, my starter, she no longer knows Water Shuriken, but she has Ice Beam instead. So there's that. Anyway, enough of the shenanigans. Let's just go take on the Elite Four. There's another thought point there. I'm going to take your picture next to the Elite Four thing and post it on Twitter saying lol about to challenge the Elite Four. Wish me luck. LOL. Hashtag. Mashtag. Or something like that. Doesn't really matter which way you go. It also doesn't matter if you talk to people because I'm pretty sure nobody gives you anything here. But going through that is actually the point of no return. And here we're actually going to meet actually one of the leaders of the Elite Four. Now some say I could be illustrious. There's Malva, she's the Elite Four member of Fire. There's actually 4 different types in this game. There's Fire, Water, Steel and Dragon you have to come up with. And she's also a little bit salty because she's talking about Team Flare here. Apparently, she actually was a part of Team Flare, even though we never actually saw her at all. She probably just has. She probably wasn't part of Team Flow's plans just so that she could keep facing Elite Four. She probably got kicked out if people found out or something. I don't know. But the Elite Four here actually works the same way as it did in Generation 5. You can actually pick and choose who you go and beat, who you go and face in whatever order you want. Doing this, however, makes since there's no real order, all the Pokemon, as far as the Elite Four are concerned, are roughly the same level. I'm going with that. I also can't remember which of these things are. Oh, that's the Dragon one. Is this one the Steel one? Yeah, that's the Steel one, so the other two must be fire. Oh, that one fire, because I think that's where Malva walked to. Yeah. So this one's the water one. Right, what I'm actually going to be doing with this, the Elite Four here, is I'm going to do one video where I'm going to be fighting two of the Elite Four. Specifically, I'm going to be fighting the Dragon Trainer and the Steel Trainer first, because they're the ones that are very likely going to give me a hard time. And once I've defeated the second trainer, I'm going to cut the video, heal up off screen if I need to, do the other two members, the Fire and the Water Elite Four trainers, do the same again, cut the video once I've defeated the second trainer, heal up off screen, and the last video is going to do the champion, the credits, and whatever else that needs doing. So with all that out of the way, I'm going to take on the Dragon Trainer first. Actually, now that I think about the many counters I actually have for taking on the Elite Four Dragon Trainer, because I personally think she's probably the hardest one of the four, without proper counters. But I have at least 4 Pokemon that can easily destroy dragons. Kunoichi being one of them. Greninja has Ice Beam, and I have 2 potential Dragon type Pokemon anyway. So here I believe is Drasna. She didn't actually say her name here, and I love the music for the Elite Four here. But yeah, she's the Dragon type trainer, I believe. Yeah, she starts out with Dragoledge. Dragolavel, whatever it is. We haven't seen this one before, and we haven't actually seen its pre-evolution, Skrelp. Well, this thing is a poison dragon, so he was thinking of leading with a fire type Pokemon. You're going to end up facing this first. And this thing has Sludge Bomb, Dragon Pulse, Surf, and Thunderbolt, and this thing can put the hurt on you. Fortunately, so can Kunoichi. In fact, oh no, Poison Point. What am I supposed to do with that? I think Kunoichi could potentially sweep here because for a high attack, but like I said, I have fallbacks in case things go wrong. And Poison Point might be the thing that makes things go horribly wrong. Dragidon, actually I want to switch out because let's bring Guzman into this. Basically, Dragidon here has rough skin as its ability, and I just Ice Punched it. I've just been doing even more damage to myself. So I'm just going to do a Dragon Pulse and get rid of this thing. Because it doesn't make contact, it's special anyway, and there's that Altair is a third Pokemon we've seen one of these before, and I know for a fact Kunoichi can deal with this thing. It could deal with this thing with Ice Shard before, and Ice Punch is stronger, so it could definitely get rid of Altair from here. again, Poison's going to drop some heart. And her last Pokemon is a Noivern, which we also have, so it's a Uzume F. Or if you played Victory 2, it's Uzume versus Kurame essentially. But don't tell anybody I've said who the final boss of Victory 2 is. For some reason they both have Fresk, so I think it's just a question of who's going to Dragon Pulse through first. Answer Uzume is going to Dragon Pulse first, so this might be a dead Noivern because his defenses aren't that great. And there we have it. I think the moral of the story here is use special attacks and attacks that don't make contact. Otherwise, you're going to be in for a hard time, especially against the first two pokes. Fortunately, in this game, unlike previous generations, if you poison, the poison actually doesn't sap you over time, it actually only saps you during battles. And like I said, I'm not going to heal straight away, so there's that. Also, the Elite Four, some of the things that they say also depend on when you fight them. If you go back to the middle of the thing that you was on before, it teleports you to the entranceway, so you're not walking all that far. Anyway, it's time to face the Steel type Elite Four member, and it's really probably just going to be Kane and Gearbound that are going to be doing all the damage here. And I didn't actually mention everybody's moves I was actually going to, but the Dragonite has Dragon Pulse, Surf, Sludge Bomb and Thunderbolt. The Drugidon has Dragon Tail, Revenge, Retaliate and Chip Away. I think it was probably going to go over Retaliate when I killed the Dragonite and just kill me. It didn't get the chance to do it. Altaria has Moonblast, Dragon Pulse, Cotton Guard and Sing, which isn't a relatively strong set for an Altaria. And the Noivern has Air Slash, Dragon Pulse, Flamethrower and Super Climb. So it's essentially the same. It's essentially the same moveset as Uzume had, except I have Boom Burst. Anyway, here's the Steel type. I believe his name is Wikstrom. And who do I want to start off with first? Yeah, I'm thinking I want to start with Kane first. I was thinking of probably starting off with Gearbound, but Gearbound will get her time soon enough. I guess it will probably be fair and honourable, unlike other trainers. But here's Wikstrom, like I said, he uses Steel types. He seems to talk like a Holy Knight or something. Starts off with a Klefki, Prankster is its ability, Desengleam, Flash Cannon, Torment and Spikes. I think its main aim might be to just use its Prankster ability to drop a Torment or a Spikes, since they get priority over other moves. Let's see what it does. Yeah, it's using Spikes to drop hazards. Not too keen on that, but like I said, it's not really that much of a bother. I think all the other things on this could probably go be dealt with Gearbound, with the one problem with one of his Pokemon. So let's finally bring in our Goddess Destroying Sword. Despite it floating in the air, it is definitely going to take some hits with the Spikes. Probopass is Rock Steel has Sturdy for its ability, which is unfortunate. Earth Power, Power Gem, Discharge, Flash Cannon. So I think what I want to do is break it Sturdy. Actually no, I think what I want to do, I'm expecting the Earth Power here, so let's King Shield, let's see what it does. Yeah, it was going to use Earth Power. Right, now we chip away, get rid of Sturdy. And yeah, Earth Power's gonna half. And then I can just Secret Sword this thing, because Secret Sword will do a lot of damage to this thing. It does, well, it's times 4 weak to fight type, so there's that. That's a dead Pro Pass. Caesar's the only problem Pokemon that I have for Gearburn here. And in that case, I'm just going to send in Uzume. Uzume also has Flamethrower, but the thing is, because she's flying, she actually does not take any damage from spikes. And Flamethrower is 4 times effective against Caesar anyway, so this should kill it. The Caesar has Technician's ability. Its moves are Bullet Punch, X Scissor, Iron Head, and Night Slash. And finally, the Aegislash is actually the same moveset I have on Gearburn. Exactly the same. It's just he's probably going to try and Shadow Claw me as well, isn't it? Right, let's see what it's going to do. It was actually going to go for an attacking move. It was going to use Shadow Claw as well. And that's what happens when you use King Shell and it uses a move that makes contact. It will lose your attack by turn. I wonder if he's going to do the same thing to me. No, he's not, because I've gone first. And that's a dead Aegislash. Good job, Gearburn. I tell you we got a Sling Sword, and I was a killer. Also, good level as well, nice. I really don't think any of my Pokemon can learn anything anymore. As a note, I actually still have the experience share. Should probably turn that off. When I was level grinding, Asuka wanted to learn Night Slash at level 70. But I think Dark Pulse is probably a better play because it's working up the better, working up Greninja's battle step better start. No, I'm not going to waver, but I'm going to heal. I'm actually going to heal first, so let's deal with that and then get on with the rest of the Elite Four.